Hello, good morning and good evening, everyone. Lord Crew is back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. So it's Monday, and usually my first live stream of the week, especially on the weekdays, will be focused on the meta analysis. And I'm doing this meta analysis usually like a separate YouTube content, but then I realized put it on a live stream instead because technically I have to prepare it anyway. Building this video, like preparing all and writing down all the information are literally time consuming. But better to do it as one because in the past I usually do a YouTube content and I don't stream on Monday. But then I realized why not do it at the same time, live stream and analysis at the same time. Welcome back, Lord Hazanko. Yeah, we will figure it out. Like what's literally it's the new meta here. Hello, Gadhan GU. Okay, so we will begin as usual with the gods matchup, guys. So if you notice the god matchup here, War is the highest one, which is I tried. Remember on Friday, I tried to play War because based on my analysis, like, hey, there will be a lot of the aggro deception, heirloom, and even nature or aggro light, right? And then and we all know like on the past couple of weeks, like for the past 2 weeks, especially for the weekend rank week 153 and last week 154, we are currently now in week 155. That or the heirloom is one of like the most not most popular but the one of the most highest win rate, and I mentioned like the only way to counter heirloom, if there will be a lot of still people playing heirloom or death, you will never go with war, okay? But during my play with war on Friday weekend rank, I get 6 wins and 4 losses because I face a lot of mirror also. And in war versus war, um, it it doesn't matter if you have Demogorgon or it doesn't matter your budget, but whoever has a restraint of power in the mulligan wins. That's like 100% sure, guys. It's a it if whoever gets restraint of power wins. And then that's I also notice when playing the aggro war, like you really must have restraint of power. Uh must be on your mulligan all the time. And plus the weapon. If you don't have weapon and restraint of power is easy win. And that's what like I notice here. And as you can see, War has the highest win rate versus Deception for everything except for Magic. Why Magic? Because Magic, especially Control Magic, they have a lot of ramp. Uh, a War, an Aggro War, I even play test this one before the Year of the Gods tournament. I try a lot of Aggro War. And I notice if my opponent has two frontline in cards in his hand, it's already difficult part for me. Killing the first front line is hard. Then a second one, another difficulty on that one. Second thing is like the sanctum. If the sanctum does not favor you, you're like it. Like for example, there's always a relic remover on the sanctum, and also like a front line on the sanctum already. You're already like delaying the game. And FYI, the magic aside from frontline, they have safeguard incantation. It can like literally deny up to two. It will deny you to kill him in like an a go. Okay, so that's like main reason why magic is the most difficult part here. Deception is the most popular, guys. Last weekend rank, the most popular is who's the most popular? Okay, the most popular on is Deception. Deception is still the most popular last weekend rank, followed by Light. And here, Deception is the most popular, followed by still no, not Light anymore, guys, but Nature. 18%. This is the second most highest now. It's Nature is the second most, but it's 18. remember 18 on the past couple of weeks, nature are majority like 16 average, 16%. Something like this one. This is like majority nature. So there's a 2% increase. And deception, last weekend right, they're only 21%. They add 2 more percent. So where those that came from? Uh that also has an increase. Light are usually have been affected here from 20% light, from 20% into 17%. So there are less people playing light. So I don't know why there are like less people playing light at the moment. Hello, Halftoos. Welcome. Oh, Halftoos. I see your name on the top 20, Halftoos. Okay. Kudos to you. Congratulations for entering the top 20. So Halftoos is on rank 13, guys. 13. Oh my gosh. What happened? You should like almost now in the top 10. Congratulations, Halftoos, for entering the top 20. So spoiler alert, Halftoos is in the live stream and he's one of the top 20. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the comparison. So deception followed by light, which is no, deception followed by nature. Supposed to be light is the second most popular. Now it's become the third most popular. Nature are getting stronger. Why people playing a lot of nature? Probably the last Friday. Probably on this is because of Sunday. Probably the last week of the weekend rank. Why? Because nature has a good win rate versus deception. If deception is the most popular, nature has a good win rate versus deception, and it's known ever since even in the past month that nature can win versus aggro deception, especially those hidden one. Why? Underbrush bore, canopy, lightning strike, even the god power, the Selena's mark, you can like literally use that one to randomly shoot those hidden creature. Hello, C21 man. Welcome. Hello, Darius and Handyman. Welcome. Hello, Naresh. Okay, so this is what and that's the main reason why it went high. Oh, grab the advantage. There are like too many people playing aggro deception. People will gonna counter it. Usually, the best counter for aggro deception are like literally magic, especially the magic control. But it seems like it depends. Like magic usually counters aggro, especially the card draw. Who knows? Card draw here. So the bottom one now currently is magic, and on the last weekend rank, it was nature. Last weekend rank is nature. Now it's magic. Light is the second most lowest win rate in last week. That was light. Light is second most popular, but light is the second also weakest. Okay, but now it's a little bit changed. So that probably people bring a lot of Glim Weaver. I assume that people bring a lot of Glim Weaver now, just like to counter that and control magic has palace incantation and such. Deception. This is I tried a lot of before the weekend rank. I also test a lot of heirloom, and this is one thing I noticed. I mentioned heirloom has a low win rate versus aggro war, and then while playing heirloom also, I had like a low win rate versus aggro deception. Why? Because it's the creature are always hidden. If usually the board control is when your opponent plays something, you kill it with your Anubians, right? The problem is if I cast a lot this turn, next turn, me as a hero, I will do nothing because everything is hidden. So technically, I will attack first. So what will happen? You give Heirloom cannot kill the hidden on their first play, and those creature can still do damage. Especially if you hide them again. Like for example, Armor Lurker, buff it, attack, and then hide it again. That will be like a difficult part for Heirloom. Cannot literally do nothing. And remember, Heirloom, since the nerf, they have no front line. Okay? So war the main we will check now the archetype, just like to double check like How come War has the highest win rate of overall and what archetype now? So that's our next here. See. Hello, Bo Chen Tai. Welcome back. Hello, Chrissy CP. Yep, I can like no, I will give you an update that Darius feeder. Okay? Darius feeder, I will give you an update there. Okay, let's go. Oh, guys, for those who are non-mythic, don't follow this one because literally in different league, like let's say let's go here. Uh it's literally a different meta. Uh okay, especially when you went to the S like the shadow. It's literally a different meta, guys. You see, the meta still on the lower rank are aggro, either light or nature. Okay, that's like an FYI. So this is only the one that I'm discussing usually are for the mythic rank because usually mythic rank are like based by either by the tournaments and by like the top 20. Okay, because that's like but on the lower rank, if you notice, light and nature is still the meta there. Even that probably because of zombies and heirloom. Anything that is aggressive, what I know is literally very effective in lower rank. So see here in G, probably solar gold to diamond, you will still see about like aggressiveness, light, aggro deception probably, and nature. Okay, and if we go now to mythic, it's literally a different story. Once you go down to solar gold, FYI, it's a different story. Diamond, you might still feel it's still in the mythic because you may face mythic player and diamond player. But once you go down to solar gold, it's a different story. Okay, and there are lots of police. Solar gold police there, like high ranking, like expensive deck on the solar gold. They're like the police there. Okay, so now we're gonna go now to the archetype. So on the archetype, I will lower it to 500. So if you notice, if I do 100, card draw magic is one of the highest win rate, 57. But if we notice, look at the matches per 2, 1%, and look at the matches. It's like literally less than 10. So the highest is magic, card draw magic versus control magic, which is 44 played. Okay, so we might try this one. Okay, let's start with that. So we all know now already card draw is the highest win rate here, based on 100, and followed by control light. Okay, and control light are like 3%. So 3% you may encounter one. So if you see the popularity of the archetype here, if you see it based on my experience, if it's 3% or below, you may encounter it one or never at all. FYI, that is the probability that you may encounter these two kind of deck, card draw and control line. And FYI, in my weekend rank, zero. I encounter zero of them. Okay? Zero. Anything that is below 3%, one chance. If you're lucky, two. But average one or zero at all. Probably zero. Okay? So followed by as you can see, aggro deception is one of the highest and it's one of the most popular. Aggro deception. Another big popularity that I see is the aggro light, but they're like below 50. So we have aggro deception here, followed by the most popular are the heirloom. Heirloom still has the good win rate, 50 now, compared before like 51, 52. Now it's 50.1. Still most popular, but the aggro deception are like dominating literally 54. This is like a good win rate. 54, especially with high popularity, means the probability and statistics, the value of it, it means it's true. Hello, Sire. Hello, Corey. Yep, I will show you my control light. My control light that I use on the tournament, Year of the God. And remember, I managed to play. I became a rank 2, second place. I I will give you an update on that tournament. Bad miss. I On the finals. I promised myself to make the finals unique. I play my fourth deck. Fourth deck, which is just like, for me, win or lose, I don't care, but I will play it on my first game. So I played that one, I lost, and then it's snowball effect. Then I realized like it's snowball effect. It's snowball effect, the bad luck. So that's the main reason why I get swept. And if I realize if I don't play that one, play seriously, probably I might be, because that's final. I should like take it seriously, right? But for no reason, I promised myself I will play a make a twist on my on what I play there, and it got me there. So and that's why blame on me, because I played a final tournament, like uh do that one. Okay, so now if we're gonna go for death, sleep death is the highest, and the heirloom. Actually, they're like the same. They're like heirloom with sleep, and they're like sleep death that rely on like 51%. But look at the 9, 10, 73. There he faced a lot of like aggro deception. Yeah, because aggro deception, one of the weakness of aggro deceptions are sleep. Especially if I'm play over the line Drake. If I play over the line Drake, if I play the heirloom, it's good because those hidden one, you will just put them on sleep and then sleep them again or burn them. Lofi, I'm still positive in COVID, FYI, but I feel better. I will work today remotely. I will work from home, and I still have COVID. Yep, RNG. Okay, so that's that. Deception, as you can see, deception. The only one with the above positive, as if you play deception, are the aggro. The rest are below. So guys, aggro deception. Not focusing on probably majority the aggro deception are like the hidden one. There are lots of hidden creature here. So we will check the what we will verify that what archetype, but the rest are like below. Even control deception are like 45. Control deception are the weakest. I think especially if you face between aggro, look at that one. The control deception has no all win chance versus all those aggro. These are the four category of aggro, guys. Aggro war, so if there will be a tournament, oh my goodness, if you play control. So this is the funny thing. My only counter for aggro light is control deception on the YOTG finals. But on the finals, I played war control. I played deception control, and I faced aggro light, but I got a bad draw. I literally had a bad draw there, and I get wrecked by the fifth turn. I get wrecked by my opponent there. So that's the main reason why. Yeah. So you have a counter on the deck, but if really gives you a bad draw, bad RNG, you're already GG there. Doesn't guarantee you still. So it doesn't guarantee you even you have like a counter. Okay, that's like a moral lesson there. Light, the control light is the only one with the highest, one of the good win rate here. And as you can see, even versus aggro deception. And remember when I played Year of the Gods, I play control light, and my opponent is Clay Clay. He played aggro deception, right? I still managed to win versus the aggro deception. Why? Because of like lips. Uh Especially if the attack are above 3, you can like, even they are hidden, you can like literally order them using the lips, or like do a like the Lysander's Mercy to return them back if you manage to survive in turn 7. So the best counter if you play control light versus deception are the Yukos, the -1/-1. I'm telling you. Yeah, Yukos of Eclipse, yeah, Sandinko. And I always mulligan for that one. And remember, I did that one in even to Klekle. He played on his first turn, he flooded the board, but I said, okay, pass. I accept that 3 damage. And then he played Armor Lurker on the following turn, and then I played Yukos. So I just like Yukos. Now, if you don't draw Yukos and lips, you're dead. Admit it. You're dead. If you don't draw Yukos and lips, you're like GG there. You have no other ways to kill them. So once you cast Yukos, play Radiant Embalmer to get Yukos again, and then Yukos again, followed by Yukos. Okay, so that's like the big counter there. Magic, card draw magic. Anything that is a spell with a lot of AoE can literally wreck aggro deception. Okay, and that's like for sure there. For example, the aggro magic, like the one with the Aether Snap. Oh, Aether Snap, except for Armor Lurker, you can like literally kill, combo them. So one of even in me, in my perspective, even in tournament level, I will tell you like aggro magic can kill aggro deception. But like I said, the problem with aggro magic, if they face a lot of uh, aggro light, as you can see here, look, if there's still a lot of aggro, that's why I'm telling you guys, if there's still a lot of aggro light, magic is at bay. And as long as there's a lot of aggro light, the sleep, the board wipe deck are still at bay because the aggro light has countering a lot of deck now, especially with the Radiant of Dawn and those Holy Wreath and Protective Benediction. Okay, but as you can see, Clone Magic, this is like a super rare. This is a super rare deck, just like Warp Engineers, Aggro Magic. One, the most popular for them are Control Magic. Okay, but look, they have like probably bad draw, but usually you have good with aggro as long as you have lots of AoE. And remember, I played a school teacher without frontline. I play school teacher on the weekend on the tournament YOTG. I don't have a lot of frontline, but I have a lot of AoE, and that's win me against Klekle also. Oh, I never tried it yet at the moment. That's a good question. How did I try? My school teacher was famous in the past. As long as there's a control meta for me, I play school teacher to counter control deck. Even it's control light, even any kind of deck, especially the control deception. And it's in my perspective, even it's good versus like control, even control magic itself. Like the ramp control magic, I can like still win there. That's why I'm so confident on playing control teacher because I know this is my anti-control, right? Even control deception, especially usually when I told you guys what is the best counter deck to all the control deck are the control deception because of cutthroat. Control deception is my uh control deception can destroy all control, right? Because of the cutthroat. But my anti-control deception is the teacher. And that's the main reason why I managed to reach to rank 2 because of the school teacher. But on the ladder, as long as there are lots of aggro light, you might have like probably low. I might try it sometimes. I should try it sometimes, guys. But the only counter that I notice is like the aggro, even like the relic. So the teacher are weak versus the relic. Anubian still I still have a chance with Anubian. It's just like it depends on like if I get a good draw, but it's still 50% win rate with versus Anubian. And then the third is like bad win versus Agrolite. Agrolite. Yeah. Thank you, C21. Okay, nature. I see this is 10% popularity. I think this is the second most popular archetype, followed by Aggro Deception, which is 12. The Aggro Nature is, as you can see, but Nature is like 50%, like the top two. 50%. And Aggro Nature are good versus Aggro Deception. Why? Because of those Canopy, those Lightning Strike, the Wildfire. Wildfire is also a good AoE against the Deception. You buff your creature already and especially if you use Sinina's Mark as the god power. Okay, thank you, C21 man. Regen Nature is supposed to be one of the OP deck, like one of the best one, but seems like Aggro Nature dominated it. Okay, and last but not least, the War. War 52% because of the aggro and control. So two main decks were suddenly coming back. But Control War has a good win rate with aggro deception. Yes, because of lots of AoE. Remember I played their week that I played the War Control where I have lots of AoE. You just need a lot of AoE versus aggro deception, right? You have like those Savage Strike and such, and then and Carnage Sweep, and even Soul Survivor. That's usually in Control War. There's a Soul Survivor there. Imagine I just like keep on attacking and then you let my one creature survive. Don't board control me. I can like literally Soul Survivor you. So that's the main reason why Control War are like also good versus Aggro War. Good win rate versus card draw magic. Aggro Magic. Oh, I should like play back again the Control War. I like Control War. I like Control. And that's it. Okay, so now we gonna go for the top 20. So we're gonna go for a death necking. Grendel and Soul Survivor, yeah. Even like the one that I used, the 4-4, the 4-4 hidden wild creature. Uh I used that combo, right? I played the 4-4 on turn 5, the hidden one. And then do a Soul Survivor. That's 7 damage AoE. It will like literally kill even the hidden guild enforcer or those 6-4s. Remember that combo? Okay, why suddenly I stopped playing the main reason why I stopped playing War Control because the Heirloom. I'm having difficulty winning versus the Heirloom. Heirloom are literally strong also versus Control. Yeah. Control Lord Crew. Yeah. Hello, Antofa. Welcome. One of the play to earn champion. Antofa is here, guys. Is one of the viewer. Antofa. Anti. They call you sometimes anti, right? Antofa. I think he's the play to earn number 6 champion. Yeah. Bruiser plus Soul Survivor. I use the Neferus, like the 4-4 hidden, followed by Soul Survivor. That's what I usually do. Turn 5, kill a little bit 1-1, and then whoop, AoE. Okay, so we have now the top 20. And believe it or not, on the top 20, 9 of them are use deception. And even the rank 1 is a deception player. So 9 players who enter the top 20. 7 of them played aggro deception and 2 of them play control deception. Now, the second most popular on the top 20 are magic. Magic, especially the control magic, guys. FYI, control magic. They are like 7 of 7 that are magic. 5 of them are control magic. And 2 of them are the card draw magic. Card draw magic are those one with the palace one and the all-seeing eye. Those kind of deck. And then followed by light. Light is yeah, last weekend rank light is the dominant one in rank weekend rank 154. Light is the most dominant because of the control light and the aggro light. And last weekend it was a mix. They're like 5-4-4, 5-5-5-5-5 category, and the weekend rank top one is a control light. Right now, what happened is literally two-sided. So the entire top 20 are two-sided, dominated by deception, followed by magic, and the rest are just like a filler. Like light, only 2 players will enter the top 20 using light, and both of them are aggro light. One nature, FYI, kudos to that player because he bring back glory to nature. He's now currently ranked. He managed to put nature back in the top 20. Is the one and only one nature and one war. One war like an aggro war. So Zetrinax Abion, war control is still popular, and if you notice, there's still people playing the relic war, even the budget one. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do a net decking. So before that, I will gonna show you something here. Uh, Holy crap, we're like literally have a decrease of player. Yeah, so this is like way back the statistic. This is the statistic of like active players and active matches. Okay, so the red one are the unique players, and the red one are the matches. So okay, so as you can see, we literally have a decrease in player and decrease in matching, and as you can see, we're like literally going down and down from almost 180,000 matches on the weekend rank. It's now as low as like 60. It's literally 612, like one third, one third. They say the main reason why it goes down because they're trying to prevent a lot of bots. So we can like say that's a good side of it. Uh, and for the past 3 months, there's a decline on the last weekend rank, but there is a comeback. So let's see. So at least we can see here that there's a decrease of something. I don't know if that's a good or bad. Yeah, so the main reason why it's up and down because nobody plays on the weekdays. The only people playing only on the weekend rank, okay? And I noticed that one even on the top 20. I checked each profile and I see there he's only playing Aggro Light, he's only playing Aggro Nature, and he plays once a week. Only during the weekend rank. That's it. He never plays on weekdays. He never plays and he just copy deck. Copy paste. That's what I noticed, okay? So we're gonna go for upo cow. So this is like usually the traditional one, like old school. Maybe the only difference are like cutthroat and rapture dance. Usually nobody plays cutthroat and rapture dance. But it's been added, okay? And I will show you I have like a similar deck, but I will like give more information. So this is like usually the build is like same with the traditional one where they have reflection elementally. Some people play the 6-4 or the guild enforcer for the budget version. But the reflection elementalist is so OP because it's a 2-3-4 with ward means your opponent will not able to kill it unless creature to creature or with weapon, and means like if you're ahead of like ahead already, this will literally kill your opponent. So one thing that I noticed and when I compared that one is there's no dark knives, no dark knives here. So his buff only on the Thespian. His buff is Thespian, the rest are like hidden. Yeah, it's not new, right? But the twist here is the cutthroat and rapture dance, and I will tell you further why once we reach out to Nakarab. So this is the aggro deck. So this player played only within the last couple of hours. So if you really want to enter the top 20, go play the best deck on the last day, especially the last 5 hours or the last 6 hours. Then you might that's what I noticed. Some of the top 20 here just finished their weekend rank. Let's look some player that one, but you see, this guy played. No, he played this one 3 weeks ago. Kudos to him. He's playing like consistent deck, but as you can see, he just played like only the last minute here. That's like the point. So if I go back further, you see, last play is 3 days ago. So this aggro nature has been here. Look, he has no other playstyle. And this is like what I'm like telling you guys. There are like people who play once a week. Okay? So I don't know if that's healthy in the game. Like people who only plays once a week, maybe they have no time. They might have like a valid reason. But I feel like sometimes like if people play only on the weekend rank, not on the everyday, I think that's bad in the Gods and Chains health. Like people only play on the weekends, especially just like for the rewards. So hopefully the daily play to earn will like make uh and that's make the meta crazy because there are like people only plays once a week. Okay, so why this is good? He has like the underbrush board. He has lightning strike. He has like falling star. He has wildfire. Like literally can like kill some of the hidden, especially but versus hidden here. So control deception by loot here as rank 3. A typical one, anti-aggro because he has also aggro to rapture dance, too big frontline. Another aggro deception which is also common, like I said before, it's common, but I there are like people on his one he built guild enforcer here, probably anti aggro war because once you play guild enforcer versus aggro war, sometimes you literally hold him to kill you using those empowered one. Uh, this one with dark knives. So another control magic. Control magic are strong versus aggro deception. Maybe that's the main reason why, like, for example, if I check this one, oh, this one within 72 hours ago. Muramag. So on the control magic, one thing I noticed, no, but there are less people now who play Hylian Elite and they play more Muramag. Why they play Muramag rather than Hylian Elite? Probably because Muramag can clear the board and deals 8 damage to your opponent at the same time. And that's the main reason why you will see more now people on their controlled magic play Muramag rather than Hylian Elite. Not like in the past, everyone has an elite control magic has at least Hylian Elite there, right? And that's it's on what I like about this. This is Sifu. Is this supposed to be Sifu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is supposed to be Sifu. What I was like super curious. Like a super tech that I noticed here is Portal Wrangler. Antofa elementally stronger than the Bruiser. It depends. Antofa. If there will elementalists are strong versus control. That's what I noticed. Why? Because you cannot be AoE'd. Uh, if you cast Bruiser, this is a FYI. If I cast Bruiser, I can like be elementalist. Like the especially if you get Bruiser on a little bit like in 7th turn, you play him. High chance it might be an AoE'd like a random spell, especially magic. But elementalists are strong versus control. Like if I play him in turn 5 and then my opponent next turn will gonna go for a rapture dance, elementalist will survive. That's what I noticed. It's elementalist has advantage versus control, but compare with the bruiser. Bruiser sometimes is because it's hidden, right? But elementalists are more for me. It's more favored because of the it's a two body, two cards in one already. Plus, it has ward, and we all know a creature with ward is literally hard to kill, especially with 4 health, right? So yeah, that's like what I noticed. And FYI, if that survive, you can still hide it because it has 3/4. Hide it and buff it with dark knives. You still have a bruiser equivalent. And FYI, why it's hidden, it still has ward. I know. Biblio no card draw. He doesn't have card draw, but look, you use recovered knowledge. Why? Because you may get a second safeguard incantation. Imagine I play Blizzard Bolt, Metamorphosis, and then play recovered knowledge. You might get back the safeguard. You have another second, a third a safeguard, a third Blizzard Bolt, or a third Metamorphosis. This was this tech. This is Sifu, FYI. This is Sifu. So I'm planning to test this one out because this is like N FYI because this is like get 3 cards. You might able to buff Muramag. Like you may have you may get also a a card. And uh Portal Wrangler. So if my opponent plays something good, I can copy it. So if, for example, if my opponent play an 8/8 like a good card, I can like copy it. Add a copy of last creature played to your hand. And FYI, last creature played is either your opponent or you. If I play something and then my opponent did not play creature and use spell, for example, I play Muramag and he killed it by spells and did not play a creature, I can like cast Portal Wrangler and get Muramag still. Because the last played creature is Muramag. So it literally depends on the scenario. If my opponent play Demogorgon, I can like play my Portal Wrangler to get a copy of Demogorgon. Do you know what I mean here? What beats Aggro Deception? Nature. It's one of the good one, and AoE spells. A lot of AoE spells. That's the main reason why Control War also as good versus Aggro Deception. Yeah, Relic War is supposed to can win about Aggro Deception because Relic War has lots of AoE. Like those 1 damage. Yeah. So this one with the Sneaky Bruiser is a 12 win, 49%. So I see a lot of player playing a dual Guild Enforcer and dual Sneaky Bruiser. I see a lot of them. Some they have like the fifth one. Their fifth one is the sneaky the Panther, the 5/5. That when you attack, that one will also attack. That is also getting famous. I see like players who play 5 casting costs. 2 Sneaky Bruiser, 2 Guild Enforcer, and the 5/5. I forgot his name. That Jaguar or Panther that comes into play cannot attack, but if a creature attack a creature or a character and it survives, if that Jaguar will attack them. You won't come back if you lose tempo, yeah. Especially on you play a lot of 1 casting cost already and you exhausted your card hand on the first game or like on your second and third and it been AoE'd, you're already GG there for Guild 1. But yeah, Dark Knives, the advantage of Sneaky Bruisers, once you come to play in, you don't need to hide. So attack, buff, and hide again. Usually that's like literally the combo. Play him, attack, hide him again, and buff him. You just like wish like there's no an AoE damage. Like a deals 3 damage AoE or deals 4 damage AoE. People play Uncanny Rogue just like to counter those frontline. Like, for example, I have like a 2/2 hidden and he played a 4/6. I just use Uncanny to kill that frontline. Usually that's the Uncanny are your answers versus those pesky a lot of frontline. So Aggro War, the main reason why Aggro is supposed to be strong versus Deception is because they have lots of AoE here, if you notice. 5 set of AoE plus the Carnage Sweep. And you just go face with weapon. Face with weapon. That's in my experience also. But unfortunately, on my weekend rank, I face a lot of war. So on Friday, there are lots of war versus war happen. And whoever, like I mentioned, in war versus war, like Aggro Lake versus Aggro Lake, the one who has unrestrained power, if you mulligan it, you have a high chance of win. Oh yeah, Lethal Prowler. Thank you, Richard Lapus. Lethal Prowler, that is the 5/5, was like had majority in the Aggro War. Or in Deception. Control Magic, he played Helion here with 1 Demogorgon, with 2 Crystal teching up. Lightning Talisman are good versus Deception, guys. FYI. Unless your opponent has Armor Lurker, but Lightning Talisman is literally annoying. Yeah, literally annoying versus aggro. Especially the aggro Deception. Because even it's hidden, it can like be deals 2 damage. Okay. Card draw magic here. The card draw magic, the main reason why I called card draw magic because of the 3 to card. How can this one become an card draw magic? There's no more all-seeing eye. So before, in the past, you are only considered card draw magic if you have all-seeing eye. Palace. So as long as you have like even without Palace 1, you have Vortimir and all-seeing eye. you are considered card draw magic. But here, I don't see any card draw magic here. So it must be a mess up with the Geo deck. I don't know. Yeah, your card draw is only Palace 1 and Vortimir. He has Cram. He has Cram, 1 Cram only. But he has it's 2 ways to kill you. Aether Snap and Oni. Okay? Usually, this kind of deck, especially with the Aether Snap, are good versus control, aggro deception. Aggro deception. Okay? It's super strong. Because of the random 1 damage of the Aether Snap, even the hidden one. You can like keep on attacking, and even it can kill Bruiser. It can kill Bruiser itself. So Reflection and Mentalist is the main reason it's strong because of the ward and a 2B. One thing that I noticed about Reflection, one of the downside, if you've been board wipe cleared, you cannot play Reflection Elementalist because you have no creature to sacrifice. You need one, at least one creature to sacrifice for him to become additional 3/4. And if you've been controlled, sometimes Reflection Elementalist is a dead card. So maybe Antofa is correct. Maybe Bruiser is much more preferred because at least if you really have no creature on the board, you can still play Bruiser. Here, if you have no creature on the board, you cannot play Reflection Elementaries. Unless I played a like a 1/1 selfless and then buff that by Elementalist. Reflection is so good when you're ahead and your opponent cannot do AoE on you because this one has wards. Okay, that's the only see that I advantage there. Uh, so this is Nakarab. So this is when I look at the deck. Like I said, it's like the traditional one, but FYI, the Cutthroat and Rapture Dan is not very common. Usually, they replace it with additional Bound by Her Will or even the Orpheus here, Orpheus Champion. And uh, and when I first saw this one last Sunday, I told myself like this is like exactly similar on my deck. So if we go for the full details and go on the very end, look at the who is the first player who played this deck. Yeah, no, it's not, Orfeo is situational. Orfeo are so strong versus control light, and uh aggro nature. Imagine an Orfeo 1/1 with deadly can kill a big minion. So that's the main reason why when I saw the list from Nakarab, I said like, oh, seems like similar to my deck. And as you can see, I've been playing this deck randomly, only on the weekdays, not on the weekend rank yet. Because I built this deck since the nerf of the Backstabber, and I put Cutthroat there, and I really want to add Rapture Dance because on the mirror match, especially versus mirror or versus aggro, that sometimes your opponent gets so far ahead than you. Sometimes you have to reset it using the Rapture Dance. So I give kudos to Nakarab for playing my deck here. But it's been like since 4 weeks. You see, Fëanor Lord. I don't have like a good result. Probably that's the main reason why I don't play it a lot. But I usually play this one during the week, like the regular days. Yep, I will do that one. I will just finish this one now. So another control deception, Helma. This is like a from like similar to Year of the Gods. Similar to my Year of the Gods one. No, this one is Onyx. Aggro deception, sneaky bruiser. So look, if Antofa, if you're here, look at this guy. He played both. He liked sneaky bruiser and he adds reflection elementalist. I think it's not bad. And like I said, there are like people who play five casting calls. Sometimes they put the lethal prowler here. You can add fifth if you like. But this is like with dark knives and such. Okay, I think this is like also nice. Control magic by Haftus. Haftus, congratulations, he's here. He has like he has Hylian and Moramag at the same time. City Planner. City Planner. Must be a nice deck. We can like play We can like improve. Bibliomatic for card draw. While people play Bibliomatic compare with the All Seeing Eye, because in All Seeing Eye, because of the deception, you can like steal it. Here, you don't need to steal it. Can you talk about this is getting famous now, even on the tournament. This kind of build is getting famous. Lay Horde, Muramag, Hylian, two Crystal Tech, that's the only they have buff, and two Metamorph. This is like getting, especially sometimes if you have Metamorphosis, you can Metamorph Crystal Tech. Sometimes it's better. You play him and then Metamorph him if he survive. People do that. Hylian Elite City Planner, if survive, you can like Metamorph it. Especially the City Planner because of the 7 health. Uh, Agrolite, typical Agrolite. We've seen a lot of this. Another by Hungry Hippo, almost same beat. So he has 2 City Planner already. A lot of 7, 1 8, same 2, 1 Lightning Strike, no Bibliomatic. He removed the Bibliomatic here for the card draw. But how can you play Muramag if you have like less card hand? Usually that's the main purpose of Bibliomatic sometimes, like to increase your aggro. This is Sneaky Bruiser with Guild Enforcer, Lokian, typical with Dark Knights. So the only one that I noticed, if you compare this one, like I said, Upu Cow and Nakarab. Where's Nakarab? So with Nakarab, they're like literally the same with Cutthroat, Rapture Dance, and the rank 1. The only difference, the rank 1, he has no Dark Knives. But it's literally identical uh, with the one with Nakarab. As you can see, it's literally identical. And you notice Dark Knives is the one he's missing here. He replaced it with Orfeo and a second Bound by Her Will. Second Bound by Her Will. Okay, that's why like I point there. Hippo, Deception, Agrolite, same. No, with Yukos. Some player play one at least one Yukos now, especially if you face a lot of Aggro Deception. I think this is tech up against Aggro Deception. Pyramid, Reflection Steel, Pyramid Warden, make it expensive. Another control magic getting popular because of the AoE. You just need a lot of AoE, especially Magnetic Blast. HR 112 Palace Incantation for anti Heirloom Death, and Card Draw Magic, Aether Snap. This is like still an Aether Snap. Uh, it's not an all seeing eye, but it's considered now a no all seeing eye. Yeah, that's weird. Before in the past, for you to consider card draw magic, you must have all seeing eye plus Palace One and Vortimir. But now you only have like this two plus Cram, and you're like considered card draw magic now. I don't know why you're considered card draw. Uh, and that's it. Last I played Aggro War, which is give me bad result. But I ended up playing a lot of Control Light. Control Light. This make me back. So the Control Light that I use is with Raihan. Okay. So with one Gleam Weaver and one Vesper. One only Archpriest here. Okay. So there was a request. Let's see. Where's that request? I the real Batalax wants to control light here. So the real the real Bathala is here. Oh, the real Bathala X. Bathala X, you're the. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, thank you, Bathala X. I know you're a Filipino because of the word Bathala. And you're in my I need to get your name. Justin Hulog. Guys, Justin Hulog is in the house. And he is the chief studio officer. Say hi to everyone. Justin Hulog is in the house, guys. I, I just like double check your name and I was like, what? The real Bathala is in the house. Okay. So we have like a request from Justin Hulog here, or Bathala X, the chief studio officer. So he's asking about the control light. Okay. Yeah. Guilty. Yeah. The moment I see like Bathala X, like only one person I know in mind. Like I know that guy. Justin Hulog is in the house. So Bathala, what do you want to know about control light? They're like, so usually the on the with the Genesis card, Demogorgon is the most popular one. And I have like a version that I played with like on the tournament where I become rank 2. I played also Control Light there. Without Demogorgon, I just replaced one of it with Helma. But technically this is like only for board control. And the main objective of like playing the control, like the main reason one is fun, is uh like I mentioned in every game, when you play control light, you're not killing your opponent by attacking or what. You just make your opponent quit. That's like what I'm telling tell everyone. You just make your opponent quit. This is like battle of attrition. You just like heal yourself, play control, and it's just like a battle of attrition. Yeah. Yeah, that's also nice. No, some people, I think one Helma is enough. So, for example, if I go to my, okay, let's go to my on what I use in on my tournament, and what I use on the what I use in the weekend rank and what I use in the tournament. So I and believe it or not, I consulted a lot of top control light player. That's include Raihan, GU, and even M7SN. Uh, secret decks. There's no more secret anymore. Yeah, there's no more secret. Light. So as you can see, I have this Year of the Yog control light. So this is like a budget. If you're gonna ask me, a budget is like a good example is Year of the Yog one because there's no Genesis card, right? And that's like one of the rule in the YOTG tournament. No Genesis. So technically, this is like a budget version. And believe me, this deck saved me even versus aggro or versus control versus even versus the control deception. Usually in the Year of the Yog tournament, the number one that you are afraid of to face are magic and control deception because especially the cutthroat. And this is like literally one of the deck that I use on the tournament. And the sad part on the finals, I never played this one because I played a death on the first. I just make it the tournament fun and I regret it. So for me, I just do a board control early round and I always go mulligan for the eclipse. Especially like aggro deception, eclipse are literally a good counter. And even versus like the heirloom death, eclipse is a must. Like if your opponent play it's like if you watch a lot of my replays, go watch my replays, especially my yesterday and my like yesterday weekend rank play. I played this one and I like literally toyed heirloom, especially if they played like I only keep this. I always mulligan, especially versus aggro. Aggro. Also like Inquisitor, and if I know my opponent are aggro, at least one I hold at least one lips. It will like literally save you. And my for me to play, sometimes I do the big archpriest play. like if I have like Archpriest in turn 6 and combo with the Ritlo, oh, I might have like a 14-14 Archpriest. Okay, that I can like have a 14-14. So in my mid gameplay, so my first round of the play is do board control. Okay, either had get all of this, like get Theatric, good to Mulligan, Theatric, uh Yukos and Inquisitor, because you can literally board control their one. Okay, and then on the mid range, my mid gameplay is I can do a leaps followed by partin, or sometimes I keep one censure, one ritlo, and then I turn 6 archplay. So because I gonna do a big move where I gonna give order to cast a very big archplace of partin. And if you notice that one in my some of my game, okay? So that's a good question about Malak. What if I play Control Deception? I never mulligan for Embalmer. If I got Embalmer, I'll drop it as soon as possible. Because that's a high chance of, like, if you hold Embalmer or even versus Control Deception, uh Control Deception, I don't keep Inescapable, and I do not keep Embalmer in my hand. I drop. And if I got draw them as soon as possible, I will, except I know that they will not able to unbarrow Umber Arrow and kill it. My rage, I will play Radiant and Barmer as soon as possible. Like for example, I play Yukos, right? And then I got Embalmer. I will play Embalmer to get Yukos and play him as soon as possible. And I know that they will not able to Umber Arrow my Embalmer. Play him as soon as possible. Don't hold him. As much as possible versus Control Deception. If you have a key card, use it or regret it not using it. That's the main reason why, like, people are teaching Glimweaver, but that's okay. Then that's a different story, right? Usually people who have Glimweaver are like literally another deck. Okay, and yeah, sometimes leaps. Imagine turn 5, I play leaps are sealed, then followed by Archpriest. I will have like a big massive one. Lysander uh are big help. Like, if my opponent played so much already, this is like a board reset for me. A board reset, and then Elma. So at the Aetheric Alarm, I change it sometimes into Lysander. If my in the tournament, if I know my opponent play a lot of aggro, I will put Aetheric Alarm. If I'm not sure what he will play, aggro or control, I will put Aetheric. But if I know my opponent will gonna play a control deck, especially control magic or control deception, then I will go for Lysander Spear. Okay? And now the God Power. People are like shocked nowadays, like, oh, like especially in the tournament that I played on the God Power, I used the Acolyte, even though I'm a Control Light versus Deception. People are like, I was like shocked, like everyone was shocked, even like Suli, the commentator. And I mentioned to them, I thought that that's already a known play. Control Light now play aggro, like the aggro, like the God Power Acolyte versus Control Deception. Why? Because on a control versus control matchup, I'm control means I will do nothing. What's the purpose of like my heal, and my opponent will do nothing also on early round? So that's the main reason why we control light versus control with taking up using God Power. So at least I will use the God Power. I have a 2/2 creature now on the board, and my opponent will react on it and will use a lot of spell just like to kill it. So I'm like literally like wasting his cards on my 2/2, which is free from the God Power. rather than focusing on that one on my killing my embalmer or like my archpriest of Partin or even my guild enforcer. Okay. So that's the main reason why. And I learned it that even it from M7SN, he used even the aggro light. Remember, M7SN managed to get 18 out of 18 on the weekend rank using control light. And I observed his deck and he was like amazed on that one. Like, hey Dennis, you really know how I play. I just check your profile. Even control matchup like versus control magic, he even played the acolyte, which is makes sense because every time I play the god power, he will consume his card to kill it. And it's a 2-2. 2-2 is strong compared with the 1-1. 2-2 is strong. Okay? So that's that so you see the year of the god one. Now the one that I use on the weekend rank, which is a good result. Oh, I even put two archpriests here. Oh no, did I? Let me double check. Maybe I changed it. Remove one of the sigil. Uh, Usually, initially it was like 114. I get this from Raihan GU, and we got two sigil here, two sigil. But like I said, I really like the mid game play, casting a 14-14 or 7-7. And what I noticed in my point of view, having one archpriest means I feel like it's like one out of 30 that I can like do that play. And that's why I added second. So what I did, replace one and added the second one. Yeah. Hello, Timo. Yeah, you have a point there, but it never happens. Yeah, you have a point there. Like face magic, they can like burst damage you and without using your hand power. You have like but like I said, that's only good only versus control magic, not a spell boost damage like those archetype, those aggro magic. You have a point there. And one thing that I noticed with M7 SN when he did weekend rank, for example, versus control deception, he plays acolyte GP. But when he faced a aggro deception, he went for heal. Oh, yeah, he went for the heal. And if you're facing war deck, go for the heal. But this is like so this is the Bathala. This is uh this one with the Pyramid Warden and the Highborn Knight with one Vesper should help you versus the war, like the relic war. Like I said, the relic war, once you don't have frontline and they got like a big one. And FYI, mulligan hard for Vesper, and if this dies anyway, you can retrieve that one with Embalmer. Retrieve, so play it, and if he kills it, and he plays another weapon, try to retrieve it with Embalmer and also with the Inescapable Duty. Imagine you play Inescapable Duty in turn 4, retrieve back your Vesper. He's now become a 3-3 with Protect. Same thing goes with the Gleamweaver. If you face a lot of Anubian, mulligan for Gleamweaver, play Gleamweaver, and if it dies, retrieve it back with Inescapable Duty or like Embalmer and play it again. So you literally watch one of my replays yesterday where I literally wipe out the Heirloom Death's Void, like literally everything because of like the Gleam Weaver, Inescapable Duty, and even Yukos. Uh yeah, that's why. So this is like what I said. You only go for Acolyte if you go against versus control deception and control magic, like the ramp one. Control magic, ramp one. You don't need heal with ramp magic. I am telling you guys. But if you're facing like aggro war, aggro relic, like aggro relic, aggro war, Anubians, go for the heal. It's Go for the heal. You never go wrong with the heal. Even aggro deception, go for heal. Heal will save you. Just go mulligan for the Yukos there. But versus like agrolite, agrolite versus agrolite, sometimes like agro heal is not enough versus agrolite. Why? Because they're using a prayer there. They will just gonna prayer and then attack you. A 2 heal is not enough, to be honest. Versus agrolite, heal is not enough. Because of the prayers and the buff, you just gonna take up. We play acolyte, so at least we can trade. Yeah, yeah, we can like trade to creatures. Like, oh, I don't have play any, or probably like because agrolite also, even you play pyramid warden versus agrolite and you have heal, this pyramid warden can be triatric or be light levy. So that's the main reason why in aggro versus aggro light, sometimes it's better to play acolyte versus aggro light, because your heal is sometimes is not enough, because all your creature earlier on can be theatric or acolyte and he will just flood the board. At least if I do a 2-2, I can trade it with his 2-2 or 1-1 and uh rather than healing it. Yeah, it's Skumido. It's legal to check geodeck, and that's the main reason why in the weekend now people are changing it to the question mark, so they cannot be you it cannot be viewed. But I noticed that one. I review, like I said, I review M7SN. He knows everything. If his opponent is aggro, he used GP, and I was like questioning myself, how the hell you will gonna know like where to change God power? Like if you, it means he has enough time to check the geo deck and review. Oh, he's playing. He's playing. He's playing an aggro deception. So he will use God power heal. Oh, he's using control deception. I will use aggro like keeper. And I noticed that one. And in my perspective, I believe he researched his opponent in the geo deck first before he select his God power. Because that's what's sketchy. Even me, that was sketchy. Like I noticed, I checked M7 S7. Okay, let's did I have, I think this is M7 at 7. Like for example, okay, let me do that one. For example, Brave. So the fastest way for you to do, don't search here. Rather than search, you go to here, match up, the match result. Just just go. The best way to search your opponent, not on the player stat, go for the match result and type here. You will see what was the last minute. See, M7SN are played like a few minutes ago, 36 minutes ago. If I check here and play his control light and like full details, you can like literally see him like, oh, you see, versus he play control light, versus aggro, versus control light, he plays GP, and control light versus control light, he plays. So if he cannot search, you see, if he cannot search, he's just like assuming control light versus aggro light. He plays a acolyte here. Okay. So for example, this one control light here, full details. He versus control, he play acolyte versus control magic versus any aggro deception, heirloom. He played heal here. Versus aggro, like I said, aggro, he prefer versus aggro, he preferred one because it makes sense. Your heal is not enough versus prayers. Uh Just searching him. Just search his name. Yeah. For example, here, I believe he searched it. He knows. Oh, he's an aggro light for sure. He Once you see your name, your opponent's name, search in as soon as possible. That's it. And that's the main reason why people play a lot of question mark, hide their deck, because they don't want that to be searched, like to verify them what kind of deck, what tech cards they're like playing. So the best way goes. So you have two options to search your opponent: player stats, like M7, SN, like it will brief you here, like that, or go to the match result. I usually do match result because I can like verify, because sometimes in player stat you will see a lot of name. You see, if you do some, you see, you will see a lot of name reflect. And sometimes if you have like multiple name, you cannot click. So I prefer this one, and then M7 SN. And the good thing about this one, you already know what was his deck he played last game. So if you notice like 30 minutes ago, you face him now, and then you saw this one, oh, he played 30 minutes ago. Means that technically he's playing the same deck. So just click that one. Oh, this is what he's playing right now. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, Batala, let me know if you need to clarify more something about the control, the control light. But that's how you play. Mulligan for the Yukos versus Aggro. Uh, or like that. Like if you know it's Aggro, but if you're like against control, drop always, depending on what kind of control. Sometimes keep the Archpriest, so at least you can like know you can like play Archpriest as soon as possible in turn 5 and 6. So if my opponent, for example, if I know my opponent is control magic or control ramp, so technically on his first 2 turns, 3 turns, he will play do nothing. I will mulligan for the Archpriest. I will mulligan for Censure that can give order. So at least I can like give order and buff, because if you manage to play a 10-10 in turn 6 versus Magic, you're already like a big advantage there. And that's the main reason some control Magic play at least play the metamorphosis, because sometimes they were gonna metamorphosis your creature. And to be honest, a 10-10, how will you gonna as a Magic, because Magic now doesn't play any Ratify anymore. It's super rare to see Ratify. How can you kill a 10-10 in turn 6? Right? Something like that. Oh, try this one. So I will show you my Yog control. This is no Genesis. If you don't have like HBK, you can play Cadmos. Odessa, this is like for those spell burst damage, anti-spell burst. And I don't have like a front line here. But try this one. This is like the year of the... And I even win versus Aggro Light here, believe it or not. Aggro Light. Aggro Light. This is my even my anti-aggro light also. As long as I mulligan correctly the Yukos and the Theatric. Theatric are nice because sometimes you already convert. You have like 2-1-1. Okay, I will share this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm showing a wrong window. So people are playing, how about you don't have like HBK or like Pyramid Warden or Demogorgon? This is a budget version that I can like give it to you guys without Demogorgon. Yeah, you have one Guild Enforcer, one Lysander, one Cadmos, son of Lysander. That's the only frontline you have, anti-relic. Just go for a relic remover. Add a relic remover here. You can like add relic remover here or Glimweaver by replacing recovering sigil. So that's why. If you're gonna remove one of these guys, I gonna go for recovering sigil. Like for example, if you're gonna tech up with Glimweaver and Vespar. I think this is nice. Okay, that's my advice. If you want to take up something against, you can like add this through. But usually you don't really need now a second Gleam Weaver, to be honest. You don't need a second Glimmer because I played it before without Gleam Weaver. As long as you have Divine Judgment and you cost, I think you're still fine. You are still fine. Gleam Weaver is nice. It's super nice, especially if you have Pyramid Warden. That's what I noticed. Gleam Weaver are nice if you have Pyramid Warden because if I have a Pyramid Warden I play and they're trying to kill it, I can like play Gleam Weaver to remove the big creature on the void. So when my Pyramid Warden dies, nobody will return. Yeah, I agree, guys. So this is like another tech up. And that's the thing, right? In the tournament, in the YOTG tournament, there's no heirloom there. It's super rare to have heirloom and relic war, and that's the main reason why I don't have Vesper and don't have like Glim Weaver there. That's why I did not tech up. But I will share this one to you guys. Okay. And because of that, what should we okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you Batahala X. Thank you Justin Hulog for joining the chief studio officer of the Gods Unchained. He asked about the control light. Okay, so now usually after this one we're gonna play some of that weekend rank, right? So like the meta deck. So we're gonna play Upo CAD. I have like an R. We can like play that one. So let's see if I put it already. Let's delete this one. So as you can see, this is what I'm telling you guys. Some people played this kind of variation of the aggro deception with lethal prowler. Because lethal prowler are nice. That's free 5 damage. And versus control light, if your opponent hide this one, oh my, even order it, can still attack. Some people play this one. I a little bit like a good win rate on that one. Uh Control rank 1. I think this is we can delete this one now. Control rank 1. So the only difference one, the one that I use, the like I said, I have like a control tour, aggro tour. Where's my aggro tournament? So this is like what Nakarab play, my aggro tour. This is what Nakarab play. We entered. This is like the exact deck that he said. I'm telling you, I had this deck and I played this one for tournament. The only difference one with the rank 1, so we will play both, is with the rank 1, there's no Dark Knives. Okay, so we're gonna select this one and play. I can like remove now my now the people worries about is that who knows the inescapable duty or the embauber might get nerfed and then there's no more control light. I'm telling you guys.
My turn already?
Good luck.
So versus a light, I think the best way to win versus Agrolite is on this kind of matchup is so he might be also like a okay, he played that one. We cannot play that one.
I can't do that.
He might be a control light. That's the main reason why he's not that aggressive. I would like to get this one. I'd rather go for the card draw.
None are more deserving of judgment than you.
Oh, he's an aggro. I cannot kill it because he has 3 health. From home! Oh, that's nice. Instead of down, I'll go for now for this one.
That is not possible.
Yeah, we're aggro here, guys. We're not control. If you cannot control the board, just go face. Oh, that's a nice one. He will surely attack this one.
That's not gonna happen. That's enough for now.
Oh man, it's never played. After you play a card, play. Oh, that's supposed to be nice next. So he used 2 Triatric already. No need for us to worry about. If we manage to buff this one, this is still strong. Ooh, nice. So I got 4. Let's try this one first.
That is not possible.
Yeah.
Don't you know who I am?
This game will never be popular. We will get popular, guys. So guys, if you cast this one to this one, you will never get able to draw, okay? Just like an FYI there. Why I cannot attack? Did I attack it already?
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, crap.
One step at a time.
Too long have your tricks tarnished this world.
So both are back line. He cannot attack this one. Too much. People card design, control light, aggro deception, control mage. Pay to win. Ag.
Said it wouldn't hurt.
So I understand 5Z25 that your frustration like for the so believe it or not, even in Hearthstone, you have to still need to do pay to win. The only difference between the pay to win of Hearthstone and even Magic the Gathering, everyone needs play to win. Even Hearthstone, they said they are like free to play. They still need to pay to win there. The only difference between the pay to win of Hearthstone and the Gods Unchained, the Gods Unchained are more expensive compared with the Hearthstone. Because Hearthstone, for you like to manage to get all the cards that you needed for tournament or like literally good a solid deck, you have to buy a lot of packs, especially if there's a new expansion. You have to buy a lot of packs, and hopefully the only difference is that like you can craft in Hearthstone freely because you can like dust your old cards and create a new one there. Yeah, that's like common. 5Z25. That's like common. Especially for the yeah, he has a point here for the Magic the Gathering. It will be there will be no new player for the Magic the Gathering player. The only people who play Magic the Gathering player are veteran player who played in the past and come back and play again, or like and that's the main purpose of why you need a standard. That's why you need to rotate out some of the cards, because once there's a new standard or you rotate out some of the old cards and there's a new cards, that's the only time where new players will jump in to play that new standards. So currently we are like who knows, like I said, it's just like, oh, someone I like I think I don't know who's that one. Like what was like they mentioned on the I think someone asked regarding, let's discuss about the like the Genesis cards or like the rotation out. Uh so I'm telling you guys, the promise for the yeah, I mean, oh, I yeah, they have Yeah, 4 copies, 500. You need 4 copies. Yep. MTG is expensive as hell. Okay, that's a good win for us. That's the main reason why the aggro light win rate went down because of the aggro deception. It's so strong. The Umber Arrow, the Bound by Her Wheel. Hello, 04 Kohabika. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for following. Yeah, people spend because they enjoy the game. They love the game. I like this one. I'm the first. I can play this one next turn.
My turn already? Best of luck.
So if he did not play anything, okay, next turn, I can buff this one. Attack, attack. Oh, he will hide it. Nice play. What happened? I cannot like click the middle one anymore. I don't know, it's a bug or it's my mouse. So that's the thing. When you hover it, you must notice it like it went up. Oh man, I will draw a lot. How many guild this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, that's those 7 if I play. Oh, those 7 guys. Oh my goodness. I will attack to trade that one. And I will gonna draw a lot. I will just do a board control. Holy crap. That's a lot of draw. Yeah. Okay. Still big draw for me. Let's go for full draw. Holy crap. Heal me! That's a lot of draw, man. This is the thing. The middle one I'm having. So once it goes up, that's the time that I can like click it. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but like it's my mouse. I can use this one now. Holy crap. That's a lot of damage. I got a lot of cards though. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, the middle one is like a weird. So my goes up first before I can like play it. And thank you for returning him back. See the middle one. Oh man. So once it goes up, that's the time like I can, because if I hover sometimes like it doesn't goes up like this. Doesn't goes up. So I really need to make him move up. Yeah, he quit. Hey, stop it. Yeah, stop it guys. Like, yeah. I think we all have our frustration. Believe it or not, we all have like frustration. And even me, when I started Gods Unchained, uh even me guys, when I started Guided Change, I play as a free to play player. And that's what like I realized, like fuck, I cannot like compete with Mythic without spending any money. And that's the two things that I have to bear it as a new player. Like, should I go all in, spend money and enjoy the game? Or second, uh just keep free to play and then just wait for because there are like literally two kinds of player. People will play only for profit, and other one, people will play on fun. And if you notice that one, we have lots of players who only plays once a week, only during the weekend lang, and they're playing the budget version. Those are the players who are more on focusing on profit rather than playing it with fun, have interaction with other deck, test multiple deck and such. Okay? So there's literally two kinds of player, and that's common, especially for any play to earn game. Play to earn, okay? And believe it or not, there are like lots of that. They will just spend little money, little time, and they want go a big full profit. They want profit. That's it. Less time, less money, and big earnings. That's what they're focusing about. There's another player who love the game, who play it every day, even though there's no reward playing every day. They just want to try out multiple decks, like me, who plays a lot and play multiple. I spend a lot of money just like to test different kinds of top deck and budget deck at the same times, and play weekend rank and never focus on the earnings. And so that's why people ask me how much I earn. I say nothing. Every time I earn something like from the gods, I share it, either go for share it, buy a new cards or something like that. Yeah, 30 minutes guarantee you pack. So that's the truth there. No lie. So this is a night deck. We have like a two solid deck versus two different. But I'm ahead because I'm a first player. So I think that's the advantage of me versus Deception is who is the first player here. And I got like dual switching duelists. And the sad part, he's the first one who give up, who attack and removing his armor on his armor lurker. Yeah, you farm tournaments, so you earn something. Yeah, that's the thing also. I farm tournament. And believe me or not, there are like people who are free to play players who farm the tournament by participating on those starter decks. Those starter deck tournament is supposed to be your way for you to gain more cards and that's why sometimes I feel bad like participating on those starter deck, because I feel like this is supposed to be for the free to play players. Like those one. And that's what like I realized. That's why I stopped playing on that. And to be honest, uh yeah, lottery, bro. Yeah, if you win the lottery, the real lottery, then you can like now be a pay to win now. Because you won the lottery. Oh crap, we have an ugly draw.
Watch your back.
This is ugly draw. We don't have like armor lurker or
My turn
king
already.
duelist. Let's go for this one. Cannot AoE still this one because of the 2 armor. Okay, so next play we're gonna do is buff and hide. Gonna go now for the buff and hide tactic. Yeah, this one is like the mouse. So I get the technique now. Sometimes you try to do this one. It doesn't like attack you. You just see him goes up before you attack. Okay?
That's not gonna happen.
Because here, if you see, if I point on the upper right, it's already going up. But here on the middle one, if I hover it already on the middle one here, it doesn't go up and I cannot like attack. You have to go lower down, like the lower on the frame of that picture before you attack. That's like, I think this is just happened within this today. So he might have like an AoE. That's why he's laughing. Yup, he has an AoE. Fuck. That's why he's laughing. He...
I can't do that.
How do you intend to face me from behind?
Yeah, we're GG here. 1 AoE already disrupted. Unless we get the... popcorn, pump. Antofa, why you farm only 2 favors with your weapon? I see some guys pick. Yeah, sometimes I don't. If you have literally no play, you never go wrong with the weapon. But the thing is, because this is God Blitz, no need for you to play. And I don't farm for 1 damage for 1 sometimes. I don't do farm from that one. Holy crap. Yeah, I should like focus on killing that one first. I had a misplay. I get a misplay. Yeah, we're like behind here. We don't have card draw. We never get the one, and we don't get a better one. I think the best opening for me, if you're gonna ask me the best opening versus Magic, is a switching duelist and buff him. If you manage to buff switching duelist more, you will have difficult time killing that one, and you're gonna deals massive damage. Switching duelist is the best mulligan for Magic. Yeah, that's GG now here. We're like behind in card hands. Okay, let's play. I want to play Control Magic. Control Light. Do I have like time? Shit, it's 8 now already. Let me play one. Let me play quick heirloom. Open the light and let's play light. So let's do a heirloom death. Yeah, he can like do that one, but it will be like rare also, right? But that's for me is still the best opening. Buff him, attack. He will focus on one single target. You can reduce it, but if you can like buff him more with Dark Knives and Tespar, he will, and that's the thing, he will just focus now on one card rather than like doing an AoE. And I think he was like, he mulligan correctly. Like, oh, he has like one AoE and just one AoE and one spell boost. And to be, because of like the hidden 5-2. Oh, this will kill him, guys. The Skull Scepter.
Where to begin?
Don't disappoint me.
I will go for the draw first. I will play this one to attack.
Let's make them suffer.
You will not able to kill this one. He's a teacher.
The hour is mine.
Attack. I will play this one. Oh, this one is enough to kill any magic. If without this one, magic can still win. But without, oh man, that's like difficult. Oh, I will gonna play I will try to deal 3 damage.
My turn. Maybe not. The dead hunger.
Oh, nice.
At last.
That's a nice one.
The void is not empty. It has never been empty.
I can like do this one.
That is not possible. Now we wait.
The cosmic scales must be kept in balance.
I need to play this one. Yep, nice. The one that I'm scared most. Oh, nice one.
The universe continues to astonish.
He can like return a lot of creature. Nice.
My turn.
It doesn't guarantee me get
The
a
void
lot,
is
a lot
not
of cards, so we're gonna
empty.
go for this
It
one.
has never been empty. That's enough for now.
Oh, that's a nice play. Yep, thank you. Oh, lots of creature.
Let's make them suffer. Patience.
Yeah, the best way to win versus Heirloom, especially if you're Magic, is don't play a lot of creature. Because you guarantee him like he can like attack his yeah. Hello fans, fans Sky Art. Yeah. Uh in Heirloom, if you want to really to be successful on that one, you really need some Genesis card there. Okay. Let's go for my last game. Uh do I have a flame caller already? I need the last game, guys. Let's play the aggro. Yeah, play to play. Oh no, it's 8M Sambam.
Your garden shall obstruct my path no longer.
Best of luck. The calm before the storm.
So for all the players that are gonna last game is Sambam, so if he wins, nice. That's a nice
All
one.
for the call.
Heal me! Heal me! I think this one will gonna beg. Heal me, please. Heal me. I will play God Power and this too, probably. Oh no, that's what his purpose. He's playing Control Light.
Awaken.
Oh man.
Growth requires patience.
We Have an ugly hand. We had lightning strike again. I release it and it came back. We have an ugly draw.
My turn. We all have our limitations.
Oh, he get Yukos.
This is not the way.
Oh, he get the 2-5. Not bad. Oh man, so ugly.
That is not possible. This is not the way.
We will play Yukos now.
Awaken. This is not the way. I can't do that.
I can't believe you've done this.
Turn 7 next turn. Oh my goodness.
That is not possible. That's enough for now. This
He
is
will
not
go
the
for
way.
the Yukos. Yep. That's a nice move.
Awaken. Answer the call.
Don't you know who I am?
This is not the way. Awaken. I can't do that. For now, I must rest.
Yeah. Samba make it difficult. Oh, fuck. Another one. We're like GG here. Fucker. I will play this one next turn. Unless he has a healing elite.
Answer the call.
Without
Hell yeah.
two have become feral.
Hell yeah. That's why I sacrificed that 1-1. Oh, he has another one. Oh, man. Seriously? Oh man. That's a nice one. This is very expensive. The Golden Harp is one of the most expensive cards. Oh, it's supposed to be like...
This is not the way. Yeah, GG now. It's a waste of time. Thank you guys for watching. Okay. It's a waste of time now, guys. We gonna raid. Let's gonna go raid. I'm late with work. It's Monday. Even though I have COVID, I have to work. Twitch. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. No, it's still popular. The zombie is not dead. It's still popular in lower ranks. That was like a busted. I just waste my time there on the nature one. Hopefully we can like win, but he got so lucky with those Lisandro's will and etc. Gods Unchained. I'm super late at work. Let's go for Vilibetti. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, guys. We're gonna raid Vilibetti. See you tomorrow. I'm late at work.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons